And as always, your views and comments are welcome on the program. Look for Joy News on Facebook. On Twitter, look for @Joy News on TV and drop your comments. We'll be glad to share your thoughts with the rest of the world. Now, some Roman Catholic basic schools at Kpando in the Volta region are being housed in very dilapidated structures. Pupils of Gabi Boys RC Primary School are studying in an ancient building constructed some 100 years ago, while the St. Aquinas Junior High School is also accommodated in roofing sheet structures. Fred Kwame Asare has more in this report.
This weak ancient building, which was the incubator structure for Bishop Herman College, is still being used by Gabi Boys RC Primary School. Portions of the school have developed severe cracks. The floors of the classroom and corridors are wearing off, while some windows are damaged and dangling. The building, which was originally constructed as a 3-unit classroom block, had to be partitioned to accommodate all 6 classes of the school. Some teachers who spoke to Joy News on condition of anonymity said they are worried about the situation and need urgent help. The situation is not very different from the St. Aquinas Junior High School. The school operates from a makeshift iron roof structure. The students were moved out of their initial classroom block, which was demolished to pave way for the construction of a 2-story 6-unit classroom block funded by the GET Fund. The 6 classrooms put up leave the students at the mercy of the weather. However, work on the project has stalled for over 3 months. Addressing a press conference, Father Apollonaris Anyomi said the current environment in which the pupils study is not conducive.
We are not satisfied with the municipal chief executive's simple explanation that she knows nothing about the project simply because it is the MP, Honorable De La Soas, who lobbied GET Fund for the project, especially when the municipal engineers always visit the project site and even give directives. We are fully aware of the government's efforts to build schools and provide conducive learning environment for our children.
Some parents of the pupils also expressed displeasure about the situation, explaining the lives of their children are endangered in the makeshift iron roof structures.
They are praying that it will come to our aid because these DSS, they are the best students. About 2 years ago, they get 100%. So we are proud of them. So if they are in the room now and the results come down, it will pain me.
When Joy News contacted the Kpando Municipal Assembly engineer Vincent Akakpo, he explained that work on the 2-story 6-unit classroom block was stalled because the contractors complained of lack of funds to continue the project. Mr. Akakpo added that the RCA Church is unwilling to make available land and labor.
We have a series of meetings with the RC, a joint meeting, the RC and the EP, to explain to them the system by which the project was going to be run. And DPMC went back, told them that they have pencil of promise. The pencils of promise told them that they will have to contribute 20% the contract sum of each project. And that will be made through communal labor and some materials supplied by the community. Okay. So along the line, EP has started something. They were able to fetch some sand. You know, with the pencils of promise, your materials that you fetch on site will motivate them or give them assurance that you are able or you will be able to do, you are prepared to do the job with them. So when EP got to a stage in the fetching of the materials, they came in and then we cancelled for that job to start.
Until the LC Church provides land, pupils of the Gabi Boys RC Primary School will continue to learn in dilapidated ancient structure. Fred Kwame Asare's report for Joy News. Very
sad development for those students that studying such harsh conditions for them today in the Volta region. Now, we know that the wheels of justice, as the popular saying goes, grind slowly, but this time it's not moving at all. It's actually been grinded to a halt. Why? Because scores of litigants, lawyers and police prosecutors are today stranded at courts across the country as staff of the Judicial Service begin the nationwide strike today, despite a strong warning from the Labour Minister that the action is illegal. The workers are protesting the failure of government to consolidate their salaries and pay outstanding allowances. Let's go live now to the courts and hear from some of the stranded litigants.
I heard it yesterday night on radio, but I decided to come and then have a look at it, whether it is true or not. It has affected me a lot. Why? Because I'm here purposely because of my land case, and the case is supposed to be proceeding today, hearing today. So, in fact, it has affected me a lot because today, so far as they are on strike, I don't know when they are coming back. And even if they are on strike, the gate's supposed to be open, and then a date has to be fixed for us. But nothing. So I don't know my whereabouts now. If the government knows that actually it was because of their salary, then the government, the law enforcement, have to do something about it. And then the government is supposed to solve their problem for them.
I've been affected in so many ways because I should have been at my office at now. Now I'm here. I knew this case was going to come off, and I got here and I've been told the workers are on strike, So I don't know what is happening. I have to get back to my council and then see what will be the next step. If it's affected by strikes and all this, it means that the case is going to still prolong. And that means that you are going to spend more money to get justice served.
I came here around 8:30. The case is supposed to be heard at 10. And I just came to meet everybody standing outside. And it appears nothing is going to happen. My greatest concern is I don't get anybody to talk to, and I don't know when we are supposed to come back again. I have to take the day off because of this case. Now I don't know what to do because in my schedule for the day, I'm supposed to be on this case. And even if I knew that this case was not coming on, I would have known what to do later for the rest of the day.
And as you can see, there are many were stranded today in the courts. That's the picture here in Accra. Let's see what's happened in other parts of the country. Let's now quickly go to the Volta region and speak to our correspondent, Ivy Sasuji, where we're learning that something rather interesting happened. Even for those who made it to court, they were actually sacked, moved out of the court area. Ivy joins me on the line. Ivy, how did this happen?
Well, what happened was, you see, litigants at the court premises, they went there to their cases, and they were very disappointed because they were sent away by the workers because of the strike. Some of them spoke to me. They were not ready to speak on record. They said they traveled far away just to come to the court, only to be disappointed because of the strike. And so they left the court premises very disappointed. But they are asking that something is done urgently about the issue so that their cases can be heard on time, because it is affecting them. That is some of them. Some of them are also saying that maybe they might not come back for the cases because of what happened. They don't know. They don't even know the exact time that they will call off the strike, because some of them live in places that they don't have radio or probably light so that they can listen to the radio or even look at the internet to see what is actually happening. So that is really affecting them. So they are asking that something is done about this agenda so that the judicial service can come back to work so that their cases can be heard.
Okay. But Ivy, we learned that even for those who made it to the court and were trying to go in, they were pushed out by the judicial service staff. How did that happen?
Yes, some of them were sent away by the workers because they are on strike. According to them, they cannot attend to anyone, even though some of them were seen around the court premises. That's the workers of the judicial service. They were seen around the premises, but they were just sitting down, and so they sent the people, the litigants, away because they are on strike. They told them they cannot do anything about the case, that they should go back when court resumes. They will know. They should listen to radio or go on the net and they will know what is happening, so they were sent away. And the people left in disappointment.
Thank you, Ivy Sesaji, with those details from the Volta region. Let's now speak to Prince Appiah. He's been to the court in the Ashanti regional capital, Kumasi. Prince, we know the strike is nationwide, but how bad is it hitting people in Kumasi?
Yeah, Francis, here in Kumasi, it was very, very much severe because almost all the courts actually were locked up with red handbands hanging at the gate at the time that I visited there. Earlier in the morning, a lot of people, over 50 of them, had gathered at the various courts wanting to have their cases heard. But unfortunately, they came and met the place locked up. But information I had around from officials who didn't want to speak on record is that they have had to postpone or suspend over 100 cases at the court, various courts, the Court of Appeal, the High Court, and then the Circuit Court. So over 100 cases were suspended. So all the litigants who had come there were found stranded, and they had to contact their lawyers for them to find another date to fix a date for them to come and have their cases heard. So it was a very serious situation in our state.
Okay, but Fred, Prince, sorry, for these hundreds of cases that have been postponed to a later date, do we know what some of these cases are and how critical they are?
Yeah, in details, we can't know. We don't know exactly what the cases are, but we know that most of them are criminal cases, and some few of them are civil cases. That's what we know. But
okay.
The details of them, we can't tell us now.
Did the judges turn up for work today, even though the strike was ongoing?
None of them. I didn't see any of them. As at the time that I visited the court, the places were locked. Their offices were even locked. But I could see a number of vehicles at the premises, but the offices were locked. I don't know where they are. Perhaps they were holding a meeting or something, but I didn't see any of them at the court.
I see. All right. That's the picture in Kumasi. Thank you, Prince Appiah, with our sister station, Love FM in Kumasi, giving us that update from the Ashanti region. So it's clear that across the country we're seeing the effects of the decision by the Judicial Service Staff Association of Ghana to withdraw their services. Why? Because their consolidated salaries and allowances have not been paid. 1 month after government promised that they will do it for them, we've already heard from the Labour Minister. He says that this strike is illegal. They should come back and negotiate. This process will take some time, and so they should be patient. We'll see how long the strike prolongs and what happens between the two parties. In the midst of all these negotiations, where does the Fairways and Salaries Commission coming into this? The National Labour Commission, what are they doing about this matter? I'll bring you details of that story and more after this short break. Stay with us.